Hey, what's going on, man? It's your boy Marcus Elbow from ElbowMediaStudios.com. Listen, before we get started, do me a favor. Go ahead on and hit that subscription button, hit that like button, and hit that notification bell. Because YouTube is crazy, bro. Like, they will not recommend these videos unless they see some activity. All right, man, let's get this thing popping, bro, because I'm ready. I'm ready to break this whole digital analog thing down. I'm messing with y'all. It's not that big a deal with me, all right? Let's get it. Elbow Media Studio. Today I want to have a discussion. So a lot of y'all who follow me, y'all already know I've been doing some testing with the whole digital to analog thing. Now I don't want to make this a digital or analog discussion, but I just want to kind of give you a little feedback on what I found doing my testing. I used the Mackie Onyx 12. I used the Zoom L12, and of course, y'all know I have the Model 12. And really, hopefully what I'm gonna hope that you get out of this video is if you're in the market for buying a new mixer and you're kind of torn between digital or analog, or I like the Model 12 but people say it's garbage, this, that, and the third. I'm just going to give you my opinion on how I use them, and then you can make your own decision about what you want to buy, because again, based on what you're doing, this could vary. I don't know, sometimes it doesn't really seem like it's a very big deal, but if you're doing something that really you need to take advantage of the mixer, then I could see how this could be a dilemma as far as your buying options or what you want to do. Now, there's a lot of mixers out there. I did not test them all. What I did was I just typed in what are the most popular selling digital mixer slash digital recorders, kind of a standalone environment. And this is kind of what I came up with. So let's just kind of go over the one that I didn't like, and which was the Zoom L12. Now this is a pretty good looking machine. It's built okay. It's kind of plastic. I have the L8, and I always loved the L8, but for some reason I started to develop some line noise whenever I would bring in my computer sound coming in when I wanted to sample. So I had to stop using it, but I used it for years and I really loved it. But whenever I start doing my testing with the MPC SE and I hooked up everything to the L12, the sound just was not sounding good. Now you got to remember, I'm coming from using the Model 12, so I wasn't really expecting anything crazy, because again, this whole analog thing had me curious. But I did notice a dip in sound just because I'm so used to listening to the Model 12. I just, the L12, again, it had all the inputs and outputs. I love the way that it handles recording and stuff like that, because I did do some recording, some multi-track recording. It was okay, but just the build and it just felt cheap to me. It didn't really feel like pro gear. Zoom is great at making awesome handheld recorders and all these different items and products that they make, but I just did not, I don't know, man. It just, me working with it, I just didn't feel like it was up to par with the Model 12. I'm just being honest. A lot of these mixers I was comparing to the Model 12. Now again, some people out there are saying that the Model 12 doesn't sound good. I can't agree with that. I just can't, you know what I mean? And again, it's all about the way that I'm using it. But then I brought out the Mackie Onyx 12. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, this thing is built like a tank. Mackie has a great track record. They make awesome mixers, so I knew the sound was gonna be there. So I was really just trying to get a feel of how the mixer handles signal flow and what it felt like sitting on the desk. And it was all right, you know what I mean? Now, what I will say is, as far as the multi-track recording, it was kind of lackluster. They had some effects and things like that on board, but it just felt like it was more of a mixer versus anything else. And it is an analog mixer, so I was kind of like, it doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles, but it does sound great. And I will say that right off the top, I was like, yo, this thing sounds awesome. I couldn't really tell the difference between the Model 12 and the Onyx 12, but I definitely wasn't really too happy with the display and the way that they handled some of the functionality when it came to multi-track recording, but it had everything you needed. You could hook it up to your computer and use it as an audio interface. That was the same thing with the Zoom L12. Both of them and all of these mixers you could hook up and use with DAW control. But yeah, I just love the way it was built. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first bought the Model 12, I didn't really care for the wood and the color. I thought it was, I don't know, it was vintage, but it just didn't fit in my studio. It grew on me over time. But the Mackie looks awesome in the studio. I was like, yo, this thing looks good. It's black, it's got some green tint, it's got colorful knobs. I was definitely loving this mixer. But again, I don't do a lot of multi-track recording, so for me, that wasn't really a deal breaker for me. Now, going back to the Model 12, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really, really like the Model 12 for a lot of other reasons than just the sound itself. I love the way that it handles my stuff. Whenever I hook everything up to it, I know how to swap between the PC and live, listening to it live. I love the display on it. It has everything I need as far as the display is concerned. I don't have to guess about what things are doing. I don't have to guess about my metering. It has metering on it that looks pretty cool. The Mackie 12 metering, it was non-existent. I mean, you had just your two main outs, and that's how you really judged your metering, which is fine. But I just got so used to the Model 12 that I came accustomed to being able to see all of my tracks metering on the display. So I'm not gonna lie, I really do like that. Now, as far as the Zoom, it had some okay metering. Like Zoom interface is fine. The display is cool. Like I said, I have the L8, so I already knew what I was going to get with the display. And if that's all you really cared about, you would definitely like the Zoom L12. And if you're not really worried about displays and stuff like that, you're gonna love the Mackie because it feels high quality. I love the way it slants. It has a great look. That black is just hard to beat. And the Model 12, again, in my mind, is still one of the best digital mixers out there. If you're looking to do any type of sound design or anything like that, everybody will tell you on the web that that's not the mixer for you. But at the end of the day, if you're not doing any type of sound design and you really just want a mixer, a traditional mixer, to either do multi-track recording or you just want to be able to bring all of your keyboards and your samplers and everything together, I haven't had any problems with the Model 12. But on the other hand, I ended up switching out my Model 12 for the Mackie Onyx 12. And the reason why is because I just could not get over the way it looks. Again, I'm not doing any multi-track recording, so that wasn't a big deal for me. But I could not put it in the studio. Like, it was just hard for me to not put it up there because it just matches everything that I have. And the Model 12, I do miss it. You know what I mean? It's sitting up in the storage. I miss it, but I'm, like I said, the metering is fine. I'm not really too bogged down by that. It's just I need to be able to bring all of my instruments together, and it's analog. So if there's something there that I might want to use in the future, I can say, okay, I'm analog. But for me, it's not a big deal because, again, I'm not really doing any sound design as of now. But if that's something I'm going to do in the future, then that we'll cross that road whenever it's time to cross that road. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But listen, man, I want to thank y'all for coming by. I just wanted to really share my opinion on these three mixers. All of them are really good. The Zoom, the sound isn't great. The build isn't great, but you know, hey, it is what it is. If you're looking for something inexpensive, you can go with the L8. Like I said, I used the L8 for years. It was fine for me. I used it in my streams and stuff like that. So they do make good products. So I wouldn't shy away from it. I'm just saying, if you're looking for something a little bit more well-built, you don't have to go with the Onyx or the Model 12. Don't shy away from the Model 12. The Model 12 is a great mixer. And again, it's a digital mixer. But if you wanted to go analog and you just didn't want to do anything outside of that and you wanted something small, not a lot of instruments coming in, then the Onyx will probably be your best bet. It's built like a tank. And then the Model 12 is built like a tank too, just so we get that clear. Thank y'all for hanging out with me to the end of the video. Hey, do me a favor, man. go to elbowmediastudios.com. We have courses over there to help you get started if you're working on the Akai Force MPC or the iPad beatmaker 3. Also, if you're looking for any type of equipment, if you're looking for these mixers, you want to try them out, go over to Zounds. They have a great system over there. I love their buy, and I think it's play as you go or buy as you go, whatever, where you could literally buy the equipment, test it out, see if you like it. If you don't like it, you can send it back for a full refund. I don't recommend you do that, but you could. That is the way that their customer service is set up, to make sure you get what you want and you're happy with your purchase. So they have easy financing as well. So go over there and check them out, man. Make sure you use the link down below. It helps out the channel, and I definitely appreciate you guys, man. I hope that y'all are having a great week, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video, man. I'll holler at y'all later. One, peace. I'm out.